The illustration that you used to comment about credit using the net and the fish was the same by chance that Irwin Schiff used in his book, How an Economy Grows and Why It Doesn't. And most of us should know that he's in jail because he tried to put in practice what he believes. And we all here understand that we have great ideas, but we are trying to convince someone that has the gun. What is your point of view regarding the transition from this kind of thing that we are living now to a real free world?
With respect to Schiff, all I know, Schiff is of course not in jail because he proposed these sorts of things. He is in jail because he refused to pay taxes and said it is taxes are unconstitutional. He might be right on this. I think he was a fool to believe that if he goes to American courts, that the courts will find that he is right. That leads me back to what I said in my talk yesterday. I mean, if you have an institution that sits in judgment on itself in cases of conflicts that they have with other people, you can predict what the result will be. Of course, they will find I'm right, I'm allowed to collect taxes, and you, Mr. Schiff, whether you are right on paper is completely irrelevant. You will always lose. As far as the question is concerned, what should we do? I think there are hopeful signs. The first time in many, many years, central banks are under some sort of attack. This entire Ron Paul movement that you have in the United States, criticizing the Fed and finding lots of people who listen to this type of argument is very hopeful. Until recently, very recently, central banks were of course considered to be absolutely taboo institutions. The maestro Greenspan was considered to be one of the wisest and greatest men walking this earth. In the meantime, there are many, many people, hundreds of thousands of people who realize that the guy is just a crook with a nice suit on. So this is, of course, a great advance that we have made in a relatively short period of time. When I was still active teaching at the university, I always told my students there are two branches of government that are the most important ones. One is that the tax collectors; those are the ones that come with leather jackets and break your kneecaps, and then there are the people in pinstriped suits like Greenspan, who are of course even far more important and far more dangerous. They do not look as dangerous as the people with leather jackets and with baseball bats to break your kneecaps, but they are the real crooks. And in the meantime, as I said, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in the world who realize that that's what they are.